Well, I'm a Palestinian woman that was born in 1973. I lived most of my life in Palestine. Then, after I developed a new career, started to move around, working in different countries in the region or in the even outside in Europe and in the US sometimes. I work now with an organization, a French organization called Handicap International, as a regional director for their program that is focusing on rights and advocacy. But I also chair a disability organization that is more focusing on promoting the rights and needs of women with disabilities, mainly in Palestine, but also across the region. I have a physical disability. I was not born with my disability. I got it when I was 14 years old due to a tumor in my spine. And because of the surgery complications, I lost my ability to walk and I lost the function in my right hand. And since then, I have been challenged with accessing basic rights in my country to be on equal basis of other women in my age. It did happen to me once when I was at the university, for example, that the soldiers invaded the university and they were throwing tear gas. They wanted to catch some students because they were suspecting that they were throwing stones. And yes, at that day I was stuck in one of the floors because students ran away. For me, I wasn't sure what's coming next. I was hearing the noises of the soldiers in the upper floor making some bombs, and I was not I didn't feel secure enough how to protect myself. I was able to close the doors of the room I was in, but that was the maximum I could do. So I was not certain if they will jump in, if they will throw a tear gas, I will die, because certainly it will kill me. I can't run away. There were stairs. I was afraid to use the elevator because of what was happening. So I was not certain if I will come out from that situation. And when you have a disability, usually, in general, what we have been discussing the last 2 days, it happens that people with disabilities are left behind in emergency situations because of lack of planning, because of low self-realization that there are some others that we need to help. So for all those reasons, it happens. For me, I saw it as a great opportunity to come and share the challenges of the day-to-day life we're living in, but also to see what other practices are implemented across the globe to minimize the risks in conflict situations. Personally speaking, I did live the complexity of it and what harm can it do to the person being in a very challenging, risky situation, and he is useless to do anything. Well, I found it very interesting because it had a lot of interesting theoretical but also practical experiences on the ground. And in such challenging topic, you need both. You need to know what are the bases theoretically to put in terms of strategies and methodology of intervention. But it's very good to see practices on the ground that have been initiating solutions at a with very minimal resources that worked, and it could be multiplied in other countries with a little bit more of adaptation. So far I found it very, very useful in looking at both perspectives. Well, I hope that this conference can be an insight for policymakers to look more into sustained policies that can ensure better living conditions for people with disabilities in conflict situations.